CA Atul Gupta ji, President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, is with us. He has to join in some other seminar also. So I'll request him first to make his introductory remarks. Mr. Atul Gupta ji, please.
Thank you, Dr. Ravi Gupta ji, the Honorable Government Nominee on the Council of the ICAI. Dr. Girish Ahuja ji, our very respected mentor for each one of us, and my colleague in the council, CA Dr. Sanjeev Singhal ji, the my elder brother, and I am always remain indebted for him, CA Arun Ahuja ji, who is the mentor of this entire Tax Law Educare Society and all the programs on a year-to-year basis. All the distinguished colleagues, including CSO Gupta ji, Rajiv Nigam ji, Shashank ji, Puneet ji, I can see few names, and give my regards to my regards to all of you. At the outset, I convey my sincere thanks to Arun ji for giving me this opportunity to join the first program after the budget being presented uh, on the 2nd of this Feb in the morning hours. Unfortunately, because of the COVID pandemic and the restriction for the gathering, this program is being hosted on a virtual mode as compared to on a year-to-year basis. We have the privilege to meet Dr. Girish Ahuja ji personally and other colleagues in the physical mode when being organized. Respected colleagues, you will agree with me that the 6 pillars which were being mentioned in the budget that will take the economy or the ecosystem at the next level. There are number of initiatives made before the agriculture side of the GDP or made before the manufacturing, housing, and other sector of the economy, which I believe that will go in a long way. And as being discussed by the colleagues and Dr. Ravi Gupta ji, that there is no cess or any other kind of taxes were being imposed, which was not only mentioned by the various section of the society, but also the stock market also welcome by way of having the growth which we witnessed yesterday. Respected colleagues, there are number of the number of provisions are there which are not being spoken, but they are in the fine prints. They were being there, which I believe that Dr. Girish Ahuja ji and other eminent speakers will address in their deliberation. As far as the GST is concerned, though I am not speaking on the subject from the last 2 years because of my commitment that let us contribute 24/7 to the cause of the profession, and for that only right now also I am on the one of the program at Jaipur, wherein we have launched the first ever program on the working paper management for the benefit of the professional colleagues in the times to come. But still, just to share you some of my thoughts and on the GST, and two very important points which I believe that the Council of the ICI and the entire ecosystem need to work upon. As far as the GST is concerned, they have tried to have a retrospective amendment in the GST law by redefining the definition of a supply. I just wish to apprise you that prior to the budget, when there is a mutuality aspect is there, meaning thereby made with the ICI, made with the club or any other association, rendering the services to its member, there were judgments, the advance rulings were there, which was classifying that if you are providing the services by an association to its member, that will not be subject to the GST. But there is a retrospective amendment in that from the 1st of July 2017, meaning thereby all the judgments got null and void, and now the supply will include the services provided by the association, AOP, or even by the organizations like us to the members will be subject to the GST. Same way, they have given some additional checkpoints to claim the ITC. We are aware that there are the various amendments being proposed lately for the 5% and something like that, but now they have given clear guidance in that particular aspect, section 16.2, that in case the GSTR 2A is not showing any particular credit, that will not be available to the recipient. So again, that will be a challenge to the entire society in terms of the availability of the liquidity and as far as the GST is concerned. There is a welcome change which is talking about the interest. So in case I have some output liabilities are there, there is some credit which is available. So earlier it was the tax interest which was imposed on the gross liability rather than the net tax liability minus input tax credit. So last year there was an amendment, but that was not being carried out in a uh, amendment in the act per se. But now in this year they have amended the act with a retrospective effect, meaning thereby now the benefit will be available that you have to pay the interest only on the net tax liability, again with a retrospective effect. Then there are certain changes as far as the recovery proceedings are concerned, GSTR 1 versus GSTR 3B. I believe that this will again bring the new era of litigation, because there will be n number of cases, situation when the GSTR 3B and GSTR 1 will not match, but the tax liabilities is being claimed on that particular aspect. There are certain amendments in the provisional attachment. There are zero rated supply, but I believe that there will be the experts in this participation of this program who will be detailing the nitty-gritty of the GST amendments which are being proposed through this budget 2021. I will just conclude my talk by only 2 points. The one is about the income tax audit limit, which is being enhanced from 5 crore to 10 crore, with a preamble that if you are having the transaction, 95% of your transactions are the electronic transaction, then the tax audit will not be required up to a turnover of rupees 10 crore. And same way the GST audit, they replace with the reconciliation statement, the self-attested reconciliation statement. I believe that there are the certain gaps in the fundamentals that when we are saying this, we need to understand that the tax audit is not only for the purpose of checking whether the transactions are electronic or cash. There are n number of laws which are being reviewed by the professional colleagues while giving the tax audit report. There is a, for example, there is a adherence with the 269 SS. There is a requirement of a 43B. Likewise, there are the n number of laws which are being reviewed, whether they are being complied with or not, while the chartered accountants are giving the tax audit report. Same way in the GST also, it is not only the reconciliation, it is the whether the credits are legitimate credits are there or not. So I believe that not only the ICI will give the representations very strongly on these points, but also I will see that these points will be well deliberated in this kind of a programs as well, which I believe will pave the way for having the better, I will say, the perception about the requirement of these kind of professional endeavors which are being there from the last so many years. So with these words, I once again thank you to Arun Ahuja ji, who is my like elder brother only, always giving this kind of opportunity to me since 2012. I am the part of this particular program, and that helped me not only to have the amongst each one of you, but also having the blessings of all the eminent personalities who are attending this program, maybe from the dais, Dr. Girish Ahuja ji, Dr. Ravi Gupta ji, C. Amarjit Chopra ji, Dr. Sanjeev Singhal ji, and other eminent personalities, but also when we are interacting amongst each other. Friends, I will just convey my sincere thanks to all of you as well, that because of all your blessings, good wishes, and the all my prayers, today your brother amongst you only is becoming is speaking as a president of the ICI. Very soon I will demit my office as a president ICI. I can only say you that in the last 1 year, we tried to put our best of the efforts, which even everybody will find that in spite of the corona, everything was locked down, but that could not knock down us because of the spirit which we carry, that whatever the best way we can contribute to the profession, we should be doing in spite of all odds and the challenges. We worked on all the fronts of the profession, made with the members, offering the members landscape to grow. to empower the students who are the future of the profession, to make this profession really global, and finally to bring more trust in the profession by completing more than 650 cases of the disciplinary committee. I am aware that the time is short. The Dr. Girish Ahuja ji and other speakers has to speak, and so I will not immediately sign off with the thanks to Dr. Girish Ahuja ji for allowing me to speak first, because of I have to catch the flight, come back to Delhi for the various activities of the ICI. Once again, thank you to Dr. Ravi Gupta ji, C. Amarjit Chopra ji, Sanjeev Singhal ji, Dr. Girish Ahuja ji. My regards to all of you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir, Atul ji.
Thank you, Atul ji, for your presidential address, for your introductory remarks to the budget. Thank you very much.